Tell me when. Okay, what you're looking at is a bantam egg. So it's like a baby egg. There's the size of it compared to my nose. So anyway, we're gonna talk about eggs today, and I'm gonna make egg in a hole. So as you can see, I've got 2 holes made already. So we've got a jar, and we're gonna make a hole in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the egg inside the bread. So it's kind of a way to get toast and egg at the same time. And when you do it with the jar, your toast gets, or your bread gets stuck up in there. But you can get it out. And then it's called a snap. So we're gonna crack the egg. This is a farm-raised egg. These chickens are free range, so they're allowed to run around all day, well, not all day, during the daylight hours at Mrs. Miner's house, and she'll be your AP Junior English teacher. So now you can see I've got 3 eggs, I've got 3 holes, and we're going to move over to the stove. So I already had butter going over here. It's on high. And for those of you who don't like butter in bread, if you put the butter in the pan first and then flip it over, now it's kind of buttered both sides and you didn't tear up the bread. Now I'm going to go over in just a second. I'm getting it hot because I want the egg to just sort of stay in the hole for the most part. The egg has 2 parts, the white and the yolk. The white is called the albumin, and obviously then we have the yolk, and that leaked. I've never done it with these tiny eggs. I didn't know how big of a hole to go. So there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3. So in the yolk, that's where you have your protein, and in the yolk where you have your fat and a lot of your vitamins and minerals. So if you eat an egg white omelet, you're really putting a lot of the nutrients off to the side. But that's also where a lot of the cholesterol is in the yolk. And that's where you get a difference between farm-raised chickens that are sort of free-range and then those that are sort of the industrial-raised chickens. Farm-raised chickens eat all kinds of green stuff. They eat insects. They're great to have around to keep ticks down and all kinds of insects, garden insects at times. And that increases the omega-3 fatty acid content, increases the vitamin and mineral content tremendously, and it really reduces the amount of cholesterol in those eggs. So, and it's hard to say farm-raised. You could raise chickens on a farm and keep them in a cage all day and they just eat corn and such. You know, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the chickens that are allowed to get most of their food out and about, but still probably supplemented with corn some. It makes it, they're very, very nutritious. It's not the perfect food. Eggs, that's perfect bird. So they don't have any vitamin C in it. I think it's the only vitamin missing actually in eggs. No vitamin C because birds make it themselves. All right, that's about enough. We can see the egg whites have brown on the edges just a little bit. Now what's going to happen is I think the egg yolks are going to flop on out, which is unfortunate. That's not what I want. This is one of my homemade spatulas. This is actually spalted persimmon. Oh boy. I am gonna, Okay, we're gonna get gravity working with us. What can possibly go wrong? 1, 2, 3. All right, that worked out pretty well. So if you notice, looking like some French toast, and it's got some toasting going on around the edges. It's a non-stick skillet. So, back to eggs. So that is one of the easiest animals to raise is chickens. You can raise them in a tiny, tiny area. Even in Terre Haute, they allow chickens, but no roosters. You can't have a rooster because of the crowing every morning. So far, there's no seasoning in there. I like this stuff. It's not named very nicely, especially for this very special day. We all know what day it is. It's the day after yesterday. And in case that's not clear enough for you, it's the day before tomorrow, if that helps you at all. Anyway, I got this at not Trader Joe's. I got this at Jungle Jim's in Cincinnati, Ohio. There are a few of those. It's the biggest doggone grocery store you've ever seen. They have all kinds of stuff there. Everything you can imagine. Every kind of ethnic food. And so I guess this is more of a Louisiana seasoning salt. And it's pretty good. And I think we're starting to smoke a little bit. I think we're good. Well, we're gonna call it breakfast, folks. And now you know a little bit more about eggs than what you did. Ooh, check out that side.